Greetings, Sir and Sirettes, and welcome back to From the Depths with me, Lathrix, and welcome straight away to a battle. Yes, indeed, today we are going to be focusing on gathering more land, more space for our glorious empire. And we're going to be testing out Hull in combat. Off camera, like I said, I've been doing quite a bit of work on Hull. I've now added several pods to the back for healing. I've added invisible shields, anti-missile interceptors, and all sorts of goodies like that. And now it's time to test out just how well it does in combat. I've also altered the AI of it, so it will target slower targets first, and then close enemies second, avoiding fast targets where possible, because of course long-range cannons never do too well against very far away opponents. Sorry, very fast opponents. I'm kind of delaying the inevitable, but here we go. One of the serpents is apparently a little bit damaged. I don't quite know when that happened, but oh well. Well, I fell straight off. That was good. Cannons are online. And firing away already. Fantastic. It should also be kept quite far away from the enemies. Due to its AI, we'll try and keep I think it's 1,800 I decided in the end. So this is quite a big battle, as you can see in the background there. So most likely this is going to be a bit chaotic, trying to focus on what shots are which. Oh, missiles heading towards us, they should be shot down, hopefully. And there are shells catching up with the camera. Not quite sure who it's actually targeting currently. It's probably going to target one of the ships at the back there, as they're all the most slow. Oh, come on, Scythe, you can do it. Don't be knocked out of the sky, buddy. Where are they? Okay, there's the shells. There's the big cannon, at least, firing away. Oh, wow. One hit. Massive chunk of damage there from the long-range cannon. And more shots coming in now. Yeah, this one's already been down by the first few hits. It keeps changing targets, but ultimately this is pretty much already done for by the first attack. Excellent. It will also be ignoring salvage. A few enemies getting a bit closer. Where is Scythe? I want to make sure it's okay. It was taking a bit of a beating just a second ago. Oh, by the looks of it, Scythe's AI has actually been knocked out. Yeah, too many missile-related enemies there. Had a very good time of killing that. Let's just have a look-see. Oop. There I am. Let's have a look-see about what I'm actually fighting. I really should get back on there. Okay, we're firing at that one, apparently. I really should look at the map more. It does make it a lot easier. Firing an airborne target. That's a little bit odd. I would have thought that was moving too fast for it to try and prioritize, but apparently not. Serpent's doing a great job there. I think, yeah, some of the shots did hit that, causing the explosion. But I imagine soon it should target the buzzsaw. Oh, we need to make much higher priority on closer enemies. That's getting way too close. As it gets closer, its priority will increase, but right now I'm a little bit nervous, honestly. And I think I will jump on again. I really need to put a chair on this, just so I can maybe manually control one of the main cannons. Wow. Oh, utterly destroyed. Excellent. Hello. Buzzsaw, how you doing, buddy? Good. Good, we're already targeting it. Good. No need for me to intervene. Main cannon now firing. Fantastic. We should be trying to stay further away. Yeah, we're now turning. Because we're focusing on a different ship, we weren't turning away just that soon. Oh, look at the amount of damage this thing does. Yes! Well done, Hull. Also, our invisible shield has been doing great. The amount of damage we've taken has been substantially lower than expected. Yeah, absolutely eradicated. Goodbye, sir. Not many enemies left now at all. Was that one of the missile interceptors hitting that? I think it was. Oh no, it was one of our pet blight bombers. Oh, they're mines. Magnetic mines right next to us. Not the best. A little bit of lag there, making it difficult to figure out where I'm aiming. Okay. So what's actually left then? Let's see. We're currently firing over here. Let's just jump on one of these. Maybe I should have jumped onto the Oh wow, we just jumped onto one of our guys as it blew up. Not the best sight in the world. enemy down here being bombed. Let's see if the bombs are actually doing what they're supposed to. Oh, they've capsized it, so yes they are. There's Hull in the background firing at I don't even know. Oh, we can actually see some of the shots. Actually, map again. We're firing at pretty much everything, honestly. Keeps changing targets too much. I might maybe default to the settings a bit more. Ah, the darkness. Well, this was a worthy opponent, strength 170 something, but it seems like the combined forces of the Scythe and its motley defense and the Hull's long-range firepower. Oh, look at that in the dark. That looks rather beautiful. Especially now degraded mode has finally gone. Yeah, as soon as the hull actually gets a hit, it really does a lot of damage. It's going to do a lot better versus enemies like the Onyx Watch, I feel, because, well, slow, big targets. Fast targets it doesn't do too well against. It's also been really good against missiles, I've noticed. It does have a lot of anti-missile systems. Those lasers, as you can see, are anti-missile lasers. It also has the interceptors, which have actually been quite redundant so far. It must be said, because the lasers have been able to knock out almost all missiles. Is that really an enemy missile missing all of those? Last few enemies? Just kind of watching the dead be beat up here, really. Okay, so we're currently firing at this guy over here. Oh, here come all the smaller turrets shots. Yeah, I think I need to increase the accuracy a little bit, purely because I'm trying to make Hull further range than I originally intended. So I will have to edit the turrets a little bit in the future, but even with this inaccuracy, and only the smaller cannons really firing upon it, it's just, yeah, devastating. So well done, Hull. In multiples, I feel that's going to be absolutely remarkably good. Is that an upside down buzzsaw? Really? Has that really happened? Yeah, that is an upside down buzzsaw. That's fantastic. I love watching this mode, just how many shots that thing can actually fire. Its main cannons aren't doing too good. Let's jump on Hull for a second. Again, I really need to add a chair. I can't jump on because it spawns me at the back here, which is really annoying because that was where I started building from. Oh. Hello, friends. Oh no, we are firing. Just, I guess it just takes a second to aim. I just love this sight though. That's normal traditional cannons. I absolutely adore them. I've just got no target. That's why they're going so far back. It's just that they get fired after one of the other systems has already knocked out the missile, and just go aimlessly away. Well done, Hull. You survived a lot better than I expected, and you did a lot of damage. And that's the last enemy there. So let's just skip ahead, and we'll go to the next battle. Now, it does look like I'm sinking at the back. That's purely because I'm going faster than I used to, and I'm still back heavy. Again, this is an unfinished ship. What on earth is left? Hello? Well, you're in quite a bad... You're still firing, really? Oh, the main shells of the hull just crushing it. I do love how noticeably bigger the main cannon shots are than the front turrets. Health below 80% and sinking, so yeah, that'll be removed from play in just a second. One of the pods got left behind because its holder was damaged. Okay, back in a second with a different battle. Aha! Not exactly what I intended to do. I was hoping for a simple victory here and then we would move on, but I've just captured my very first saw shark, so hurrah for that! It rammed my my now sinking snapjaw, and well, I simply jumped on it and started shooting away, and apparently its AI is somewhere near the middle. Haha! Okay, let's get back to the hull and stop these two from crashing into each other. You see in front of you the remains of a strength 190 white Flier fleet, and probably one of the most boring and slow-winded battles I've ever seen fought. The hull is now kind of just clearing things up, but ultimately it was rather a boring battle and didn't show Hull doing anything because it was almost all flyers other than this single buzzsaw. But here we are, victory at last. What I'm going to do now is send the hull against an enemy all on its own as soon as it's finished here. As you can see, the missiles have now been changed to more aggressive ones, and I have improved the anti-missile lasers just to ensure. There we go. Just to ensure that it can still stay without being harassed by missiles, but I just found that the anti-missile interceptors weren't doing too well overall. So having them as more as aggressive regular missiles was, of course, the solution. It is a thing of beauty seeing the main turret actually hitting the target. One of the biggest issues, though, I am really having, and why that battle's really cut out because it was very boring, is that Hull is not suited to battle the White Flyers. The White Flyers are incredibly quick and incredibly good against cannon fire in general. What I really want to start fighting is things like the Onyx Watch. Bulky, huge metal monstrosities that don't move quite as much. And I'm not going to turn the hull into a missile cruiser just yet, though. So back in a second, when we find an enemy which isn't strength 100 plus, that the hull can try and take on by itself. This could go horribly wrong. We're fighting enemies which, honestly speaking, are pretty much the counter to Hull. Lots of flyers and lots of very small ships here, and, well, this is pretty much what I really want to see, though. Let's see just how we do. Gonna do this. We have actually made the Blight Bomber no longer part of the hull, so at all it no longer holds it or anything until I've decided to put until I decide to put a sub-vehicle spawner to make it more permanent. So let's see how this does. Not really holding out too much hope, honestly, but we do have the funds to rebuild it if it does go absolutely terribly. Oh, it's night time. Of course, we do have the missiles now. The missiles will actually be a big aid. I did forget about that. Okay, well, it's going to be a much faster battle, at least, because of the lack of lag. Missiles doing a good job there, doing a fair bit of damage to the Sparrow, and, wow, goodbye to you. So it's shooting away at the enemy at the back there, which, of course, is currently the slowest. There we go, the main gun, and then the side cannons now all hitting away, taking out the smaller opponents at the back. Funnily enough, this is the slowest enemy. Look how fast it is. Seems like we're changing target, though. The missiles are doing a great job of taking out the airborne units around it. However, it is taking missiles back against it because, well, it's just too close for the anti-missile systems to work. Ow. That never seems to work properly. Their spinning blades never seem to do the damage you'd think, but the regular rams do. Taking out the Flier with the greatest of ease, at least, and there comes our bomber to help us out in the fight. Although I do feel some friendly fire will occur with the enemy being basically on top of our hull. The hull of the hull. So, well, actually no, it's on top of the deck, isn't it, right now? well done, torpedoes there. Our side turret's getting a lovely, really good shot there, and actually managed to take that out with ease. What's with the rams just not working properly? Took a lot of damage from everything else, just not from the rams. Saying that, the front, all of this here, is a solid lump of metal, by the way, for added protection. So it could be something to do with that, but still. Last enemy, I believe. There we go, all guns focusing. Oh, a lot of its missiles got stopped before they got out of the weapon there, but that is beautiful. That is just so perfectly placed to be shot by us. The turrets don't know quite what to do because of their fail-safes, but other than that... Ooh, hello. AI dead. Welcome to our team! That was the easiest capture I think I've ever seen. Well done, Hull! You won! And rams proving to be ineffective. What's with the rams not hurting me? They should! But it's like... the actual spinning rams are not doing any damage. And then the regular rams can't hit me because of this, because I have seen a large chunk of the hull be removed in the battle I skipped by one of the buzzsaws, which just glanced me, and like a huge amount of the deck simply got eradicated. So clearly the rams do damage, just not doing too well there. The missiles are definitely... Oh, hello, I didn't realise I was standing on my bloat bomber. There we go, getting back up to the surface now that everything's being repaired. Did we lose our pods? No, our pods are still there. Hi, pods. How you doing, buddies? Okay, let's get into another battle then. That was good. Well, we have a buzzsaw for our collection. One of you lovely commenters actually did say something which I think is fantastic, by the way. I should build a port at some stage, a little place to call my own. And Deepwater Guard, really? And in that place, I should have all the buzzsaws and things I capture just there, just being hung from the rafters or being just held in the port as basically prisoners. I think that's actually a great idea. So I may do that. I very well may do that. Okay, well, let's just allow the old Serpent squadron there to get back with the scythe, and we'll make a push to see if we can find anything interesting. Back in a second with another battle. Probably not with the hull, though. I've had my fill, and realised the hull is actually doing remarkably well, considering it's being countered quite a bit. The shields, in particular, are doing a lot of work, and the pods as well. Let's see how the enemy like being the one outnumbered. So, the white flyers here with several Sparrows and a lot of small ships versus our 2 airborne squadrons. The Blight Bombers and Serpents, and of course our little Scythe group. This should be a massacre, and a massacre I'm going to enjoy. Honestly, so far, we haven't really had all too much trouble with the white flyers. I'm hoping the next enemy will be much more of a challenge, and honestly, from what I've read on the Steel Striders and such, it really is going to be a challenge. So, let's just be happy with the ease of battle for now. Let's back off a little bit. I mean, to be fair, I am countering them with the flyers, to be perfectly honest. They don't do well against the flyers, so it's more of a victory of convenience. Did 2 of their Sparrows ram into each other? Yay! Even the enemy do it. Let's just stay back here like this so I can see all of the insanity as it unfolds. I might be going insane, but I think that scythe's heading right towards the water. I'm fairly certain that scythe's about to crash. Oh no, it's coming back up just in time to be repaired. The repairing tentacles on the Serpents and Blight Bombers once again proving to be really freaking useful. One of the larger enemies there. We could try and capture it for resources and start making our second hull. That is very tempting. In fact, it's tempting enough I might do it. It's that one. Ooh, there's a Ripper over there as well, though. Which is that one there. With its AI dead already, but... No, I think I'd rather go for this one next time one of our Serpents goes past. I could... Okay, we're going to try for the Ripper. Excuse me. Nope, it's too late. It's too late. My indecisiveness, I think, has caused us to lose a really easy capture there. Yeah, but though if we can grab it, excellent, we grabbed it just in time, which means either A, we're going to be able to keep it and sell it later, or B, it's being destroyed now, which means we get all the resources as it had already converted to our side. So we essentially scrapped it. So that's good. We lost a fair bit of it because of my indecisiveness, but they did a lot of damage to us, admittedly. They had a lot of missile carrying ships. It really does seem like at the moment missiles are the counter to everyone. With rams being like the least effective thing in the world, and cannons not too far off. Now, can we capture this bugger? That's the question. So many entities, so many missiles, so many everything. Why does this thing have to be moving away from us, by the way? That's making it so much more difficult. Oh, it's no longer 2 damaged, really? Can't see it saying it's 2 damaged anymore, which means we shouldn't capture it straight away because we haven't got the AI dead, but... Oh, I have no idea where the AI is on this thing, actually. That's one thing to note. I know they like putting AI in like metal boxes with the deep water. With these guys. Close range minigun fire. So I'm guessing maybe it's in here. Oh, we've been hit. Let's just do this instead. We're going to oh, that's explosive barrels. So that's a nope. We're currently in a different view mode, so I can look through things. Not there either. Is it anywhere here? I can't see very well because of the water. Am I going to be able to find it, or am I simply going to die? I think at this stage I'm probably going to die if I stay here any longer. I'm amazed wherever the AI is, it hasn't been destroyed yet. If I find it... Oh! I see AI-related stuff. Okay, it's up there. It's up there right at the front. And there's an explosion right next to me. We got hurt by it, and we died! No! I just found it. Well, at least next time I know where it is. It's a lot higher than I expected. Well, that was a pretty resounding victory. Let's continue. I'm still looking for a resource zone. I honestly don't know the area too well. Well, to be a little bit lazy, we've just spawned in one of the satellites from last season, the Corruptionalite, basically the stolen satellite from the Scarlet Dawn. I'm using some repair tentacles on the other vehicles to quickly repair it, and that way we can actually see a lot of things, because its altitude is ridiculously high. So that's fantastic as well. There we go, and revealing the area around it as intended. Wonderful. So I'm going to send this along and try to find some of the enemies. There's some Onyx Watch stuff here. I am tempted to start fighting both the Onyx Watch and the White Flyers, but the sheer number of attacks coming from the White Flyers, I mean multiple of these battles have actually been the attack of the White Flyers being intercepted. It would be really difficult to do with the Onyx Watch also breathing down our neck. Well, this is curious. There's a very, very nice looking resource zone here. In the middle of an island, possibly prompting us to build a new structure. In fact, almost definitely so. Well, there's only one thing we can do about that, and let's send in our flyers to figure out exactly how to kill a strength 287. I think I'll also bring in Hull to help. Now, you may notice that my metal is going down rapidly, and that's because I'm currently building a new hull. Yes, indeed. I'm building a second hull with upgrades, yes. I've changed it now so the weapons are a little bit more accurate. It's got a better front hull, so it's less likely to suddenly sink, and it now has more lasers. So let's see if we can defeat this strength 287. I'll try to draw them out, then I'll destroy them. This is going to be utter chaos. We're bringing everything in. We can't even bring everything in because of the game's natural settings, and they are all flyers. Of course they are, considering they are defending something over land. This is going to be actually quite bad. We have the Scythe, we have 4 Blight Bombers, and we have a Hull. All vehicles not very well equipped against flyers. The Serpents, however, have proven time and time again that air superiority is part of the Lathrixian Legion way. So as long as they survive, perhaps we might survive. I'm going to be on the Hull, though. To be safe for myself, we're going to hide on the Hull, because it's the most protected area we can really get to. Oh lord, look at that. He's hoping that our repair tentacles and more volume of missiles than the enemy might give us the upper hand. Well, a lot of them are going straight for the hull. They must be programmed to go for the larger enemies, because they always seem to do that. Or, of course, possibly just ground units. Naval units, surface units, whatever you want to call them. A load of our Serpents are following them, but they're all going against Hull! No! Why would you do this? It's just released its Blight Bomber, but the Blight Bombers will be useless in this match. Until they're downed, of course. We're taking quite a lot of damage, a lot of missiles just got through, and I saw a chunk of the hull's hull break off. Oh, along with the Blight Bomber! Oh, there go the missiles. We're doing well, it's okay, the pods will keep healing, although we are low on metal after starting to build the second hull. Bit of lag there, I do apologise for that, not quite sure what happened, but the screen minimised. Anyway, we're back. Pretty little cut there, it'll be very weird. Okay, they're down. The hull survived that, just about. It lost one of its pods. It's the self-repairing that's really doing it, although it is costing us a small fortune to maintain. The shields, as you can see, though invisible, are doing a great job as well. Let's go back to the battle for the skies. It really does seem like the Serpents are just do so well. The Serpents are just crushing the enemies. There goes one of their wreckers. More missiles currently heading towards Hull, but Hull maintaining quite well. We do have to remember that Hull, not only is it big, it does have double thick metal pretty much everywhere, and a lot of areas have triple, if not quadruple. The front is solid metal. It now costs around about 700 to 800,000 metal, and it is surviving well. Yay for defense, really, and the enemies focusing on it so much has really turned into our favour. Let's get a bit of a further view here. Where's Scythe? I've not seen Scythe since it started. Either it's dead or it simply hasn't came into the battle yet. I'm hoping for the latter. Oh, hoping those missiles aren't bound for the hull. Actually, no, I hope they are, because, oh, if I go for one of the smaller things, that could be far worse. All of those missiles. Hull there happily shooting. Look at that, just... Oh, just out of fuel. That'd have been... They do catch up, but they've got to be shot quite quickly. Hull just battered that thing out of existence. You can see by the amount of them splashes around it where it is. One of the main shots here. I think at this stage you say, oh, we're sinking! Hull is sinking! Hull has taken more damage than I thought. Hull is officially sinking! Oh, lordy, why? Let me see. Oh, crud! I'm hearing actually a lot of damage. What's hitting us? The one that was down was actually capable of firing. These have just fired at us. Hull is actually in worse shape than I thought it was. The repairs aren't working anymore. Okay. We've taken a lot of damage, but we're still functional. We're just sinking. We must have took a lot of hull breaches for that to happen. Still need to rename this darn battleship. There's still some enemies coming, mind you. Please crash! Yes, thank you. Still, I mean, ramming just doesn't seem to do much, even against themselves. Well, Hull is officially a submarine. How many flyers do we have? Okay, most if not all of the Serpents are still airborne. And this is why we're winning so much. They're just not able to take out Serpents. It's funny that the fast-moving faction struggles with fast-moving targets. Some of the shots... Oh, believe it or not, Hull is right underneath there. Good job they have too many things to focus on, because that would have been terrible. So many little pieces of damage just everywhere. Many of the cannons are just brutalized. This thing's taking a punch. Oh, we just got hurt. Let's get into the hull if we can. Haha! There we go. Two of the really weak missile systems there, which I'm actually going to remove soon. Basically, I just added them because we had space. They're like 4 pieces long. They don't do anything really. They're just there for show. Oh, it's got in. The missiles have got in. The armor on the side is completely caved. And I think it's stopped yet. Its engines have stalled. And it's going away. Nicely. 2 Serpents have collided. And Hull is just at the bottom of the ocean now. Oh, I shouldn't have brought it. I was saying that I didn't know it was going to be all flyers. I thought maybe some of them would be naval, but actually it makes complete sense they're all flyers. Wow, and I thought hull was hard to kill. These are good missiles. I mean, they've been killing everything, but this thing's just taking it. What is it anyway? That's the... Oh yeah, I'm going to be able to pronounce that. Carcharodon? Is that above hull? Let's see if we can perhaps get on it if it is. Hello! Welcome to our ocean party. So many holes. Oh look, there's our pods floating away. I want this. And not just for our little captured city eventually. I just want this thing. This would do great with the serpents. Let's steal it. Ta-da! And we have it! And just in case it's going to blow up, let's save this as one of our builds so we can remake it. There we go! We've captured it! We have one of these lovely flyers. Mostly thanks to a flyby by the Scythe, no less. Yeah, the Scythe exists. It turns out it just hadn't loaded into the battle yet. I could have checked that by simply looking at the tactical view, but I'm a ninny. I think this might be the last enemy. Actually, how many are there left? There's that one there. Then there's another one of these guys over here. Maybe we should, you know, say hello to it. Aha, there it is. You could find it by following the trail of 100 missiles and bombs. Finally, the Blight Bomb is actually doing something. That's the one thing they can do in airborne fights. Wait until they're in the water. Hello. I'll just wait on top again. Well, that didn't quite go according to plan. The battle is over, and Hull is at the bottom of the ocean. Today we have made a great push. Tomorrow, another, I think. But right now, I think it's time to consolidate what we have, start repair work on all the damage we've taken, and remember the lives, or at least the ships, we have lost. But yeah, next time we'll be building a new base here to make sure our power is not contested. And we'll be ensuring that we can repair everything. It's going to take a little while to get the resources needed to make everything fully repaired, but I plan on doing just that. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's episode and the progress we have made, then likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that From the Depths is a series you wish to see continued in the future.